Hi all. Now I have come up with one case study. So in this case study, we are going to discuss what is the research area and its scope in ECG. Okay, so first and foremost, the research area is going to be the digitalization of ECG. Okay, the need to have digitalization is that the handling the data for recording purpose. It's playing very vital role, especially whatever the device or system we have to look whether the data will be compatibility whether the data has some compatibility with the EMRs. The EMR is nothing but electromedical records. Okay, so that we will have the later purpose to review the patient histories for a better treatment or some and so on. Okay, so in and also these digital formats enable the various features like you can have analyzed with the different waveforms in order to identify any kind of abnormalities or any kind of disorders, and also we can involve so many algorithms in order to improve accuracy aspects, and also the most important cause to have the digital format is for record storage purpose, that is electronic storage. These are three main features which is plays a very vital role in to convert the ECG in order to digitalization. Okay, and in certain device it has a automation purpose to speed up the waveform analysis and recording. So the well-known example for this particular ECG to digitalization is that the healthcare ECG management system. It's offering, as I said before, it has very good digital analysis of ECG waveform, and also have electronic medical record integration, so that that the how many data they have been taken from the patient for a number of times. It's all recorded in ECG management system, so that the patients or physicians or the whoever maybe is or well wisher, they can have the monitor of their data or the patient history anywhere. Okay, so that is a main important case to have ECG in order to digitalization, and also the major vendors offer the system tailored to the different markets, even from large hospital to the small clinics. So this type of segmentations ensures that each setting has access to the system that meet their specific needs. So this is the important thing as far as digitalization aspects. Okay, so next we will see what are the technologies which is there to aid ECG electrode placement. So the ECG electrode placement is again most important and vital thing. The reason is that so whatever the device or algorithms or the software we have been used in designing device, the electrode placement plays a very crucial part, because unless until we place the electrode in a proper situation, you are not going to get the output accurately. So then such electrode placement, it should be placed in right way, in a right place and the right way, so that you will have good quality of ECG. By considering this electrode placement as a major factor, that is one device that is a chiller company have developed, that is a cardiovert FT1 ECG system. This particular system will address the issues that improper electrode placement with their innovative features. What that innovative feature is that in that system it includes a 3D rendering of patient on device screen. So this is the output of that machine. So here you have 3D image of the patient with the electrode positions. So it will guide or tell whether the electrode has been placed in right path or improper place. Okay, so this illustrates where the each electrodes. Okay, this particular machine will illustrate or explain or dictate where the each electrode has to be placed in order to have accurate reading, and user can also rotate the image as for their convenient, just to by touching the screen, even for better visualization. And the system also automatically alerts the users about if if the electrode has been placed in wrong place, or it has been the electrode is not placed properly, like that it will intimate by means of some alerts, just to have a high accuracy. So the main aim of this particular technology, that is cardiovert FTI ECG system, have focused in order to improve the speed and accuracy of ECG compared to the traditional 2D pictures. So the lead placements can be adjusted in such a way, so based on the type of exam, using drop down arrow. So these are the yeah, things the cardiovert FT1 ECG system have added in their blog, added as a special features, innovative features in their system, just to enable the proper lead placement to improve the speed and accuracy of ECG when compared to the normal traditional 2D pictures. And so next innovation or the scope in ECG is that the wavelet ECG system could provide novel data for cardiac diagnostic. Yes, that is one startup, that is a hard science. They have developed the ECG system, that is MyoVest Wavelet ECG. So, unlike traditional ECG, here they have used continuous wavelet transfer signal processing system. This system have provide the new frequency energy insights through the colorful waveforms. So, the thing is, the main aim of this particular hard science ECG system is that to detect the cardiac relaxation abnormalities, which is linked to the left ventricular diastolic dysfunction, that is LVDT. Okay, and not only this, the system also utilized the AI based algorithms so that it can be easily categorized into three types. One is normal, borderline, and abnormal. So it will be easy for the users or the technicians who are using this particular device. They can easily identify whether they are in under normal level or moderate, borderline level or abnormal level with the help of this colorful picture waveforms. And it also offers a low cost testing and provides a comprehensive information as like 12 lead ECG in a single test. So this is the new innovative feature has been added. That is, they have added just the continuous wavelet transform signal processing, as it gives the very beautiful colorful waveforms, and also they have included AI based algorithms to categorize this colorful waveform by analyzing these colorful waveforms to categorize into three types, that is normal, borderline, abnormal, so that the user can get the inputs whether what type of ECG waveform the person have. Okay, so the third area research could be AI. So AI, actually AI is now ruling the world. So why not in medical field? So AI also integrate the AI integration into ECG have brought so many changes. Makes the doctors work to be easier to analyze any type of like what. ECG disorders or ECG relevant disorders or abnormal activities beyond the certain human interpretation limits. Okay, so that artificial intelligence they have incorporated in ECG interpretations to identify the patients even at a very high risk of dangerous arrhythmias. So this AI, what it will do in the sense, it will going to analyze the ECG waveforms with the help of so many algorithms we have to be trained initially. So based on that program, whatever we have trained, this AI going to identify, analyze the ECG waveforms and give the interpretation or give the information beyond the human interpretation. Okay, so that is the successful implementation of this AI into the ECG. This has been proved by some studies that is presented at American Heart Association, that is AHA, and published in cardiology journals, which thereby they have demonstrated the efficacy of AI regarding this. And these algorithm also expected to become the standard features in future generation of the ECG system. And regarding this, in November 2020, the FDA cleared the AliveCar's new AI-based interpretive algorithms for its cardiac device, where this cardiac device is a system. It's going to detect the atrial fibrillation and various cardiac conditions with help of AI-based interpretive algorithms. Uh, So now see the ECG towards a vendor neutral interface. As per literature way, it has been clearly stated that the interoperability issues it's been exited in ECG system due to proprietary programmings. So that the many vendors now what they do, they adopt open platform standards just for easy integration and other technologies. So there are six companies dominating the ECG markets. If you see right from ECG Healthcare and Philips Healthcare, Nikon Fontaine Corp, and Medtronics, Space Lab Healthcare, and Schindler AG. So these are the major companies have doing so much things and being a dominant in ECG market. Okay, so how they have addressed this kind of interoperability issue in the sense, if you see GE Healthcare, they have addressed this issues by updating their ECG management system in 2016. This is the one way. And Hillrom Holdings expanded their ECG business through acquisition of well-aligned and Moratra instruments, so through which they are addressing the issues. The main segment of diagnostic ECG market is, if you see the 12-lead resting ECG system and stress ECG system and remote cardiac monitor. These are the three main areas, three main segments where the ECG market is very high. So all the device in this segment should integrate in with the central ECG management system to avoid the obsolescence. So since these three things have a main features and main attractions, especially in the diagnostic ECG market, all device in these segments should integrate with central ECG management system, so that they can have a retrieval of patient data, patient history in later stage. Okay, so recorded and integrated consumer grade ECGs, that is going to be the next research area. So here these days it's the wearable technologies become more fascinated. Okay, so if you take any smartwatch, you can have health app. So whatever data is related to the health is going to be monitored with the help of smartwatch, right from your heart rate, BP, and your walking steps and drinking water status, everything, all into the single smart device, wearable device, that is going to be the smartwatch. So because of these revolution in technology has made a great demand to incorporate this smartphone apps, incorporate the ECG device in smartphone apps for ECG recording. So this gain more attention in cardiologists in these days, especially for like systems, alive for cardiac instruments, or echoes ECG stethoscope. So these two types of system gain so much interest among doctors like cardiologists for quick patient triage. The Alive cardiac watch interfaces with AI apps, which enables the ECG data to be emailed to the doctors for the assessment. And newer implantable monitors like Medtronic's Link Q and wearable stick-on monitors, it will connect it to the mobile device and transmitting the data to the physicians, and not only transmitting the data and you can view the data in mobile device, even it has the integration with the ECG data, integration of ECG data into management system. So this is a very important thing for a complete patient record, to have a complete patient recording cardiac history and aligning with ACA requirements. So these are the things that these days have a major scope in case of ECG. So the future scope and market is that this is going to be the market size of 2022 by 2030. They are investing if you see the as per in US, the ECG equipment market for 2022 and 2030, they have invested 2.01 billion. By the end of 2030, their growth is so high at the rate of 6.5%. So that is it is increased to the great jump, that is 3.35 million, especially in the ECG equipment markets. Okay, so this is clearly evident that the ECG market is growing like anything, that is the rate of 6.5%. So it has very good demand in medical equipment market. Okay, so the Holter monitoring system segment anticipates the fast CAGR of 7.6 percentage from 2023 to 2020, attribute to the product commercialization portability, and the hospitals held at a high market share of around 39 percentage in 2022, offering well-equipped device and latest monitoring software. And electrocardiographic equipment widely used in hospitals and ambulatory care centers and other settings. On the other end, your user segments expect significant growth of CAGR growth rate, that is the cumulative growth rate from annual growth rate from 2023 to 2030. And a US based ECG equipment market players the focus on product approvals, regional expansions and partnerships to innovate and boost the market share. So these are the future scope and market as far as ECG equipment concerned. And then the recent research it's going on right now is state of art comparison. That is a patent. If you, for example, test subject, people practicing meditation or yoga. Okay, so these are the like they are going to compare the ECG patterns and the respective patterns with these people. So it's one kind of the research is going on in this particular area. And the second is the entire ECG in terms of time domain, frequency domain has about 70 to 120 70 to 20 standard features they are analyzing instead of giving raw signal led to the have proper patterns. Okay, and they have problems real time data is less, so only 200 to 30, so reality data they are increasing, so there is a very big question mark for reliability of the data. So they are focusing on how to increase the reliability of data as one of the major problem in case of ECG signal acquisition. And they are and the others research areas are they are working on a sleep apnea. So the ECG, how the sleep in apnea can be predicting with the ECG. Usually the sleep apnea can be predicted with the help of EEG, sorry, not EEG, the respiratory pattern. Okay, that is a 16 to more 20 breaths per minute. So we have so many respiratory based device to record the breath rate. So the person is failed to breathe for a certain time. That condition is called apnea. This is a cessation of taking breath. Apnea is nothing but cessation of taking breath during their sleep. So that is a certain condition we have to match to detect this sleep apnea. So here the research is going on with the help of ECG how they can predict the sleep apnea. Okay, so that is one of the recent research is happening in this in these days. And also they are going to identify the emotional using ECG signals. So mostly they use the EEG signals to identify the emotional by placing the electrodes on different place over the skull. That is a different part, that is a parietal, frontal, central, temporal and so on. So based on their respective place, they will place the electrode on the skull. They will identify the emotional identification just by provoking or throwing the emotional question to the patient. So in other way, they are working on identifying the emotional with the help of UCG signal. That is going to be the next recent research is happening these days. So these are the few things I have analyzed regarding the recent research happening in these days, especially working on ECG signal. Thank you.